Hello there. Today the Americans are voting, so I'm talking about voting, but not in a political way. I'm talking about talking to other people about your business, because as small business owners, a lot of times it's kind of a lonely journey. Like, I'm super lucky that my partner is also in business, so we can chat about that, and he really gets what's going on. But I know the need to, or the feeling like I really want to chat with other people about my business. A lot of times those people are not small business owners, or I mean, sometimes they are, but the danger there is that they give us ideas, and people love to give advice to small business owners, and they have these ideas and they tell us, they're not trying to mislead us in any way, usually, I assume. And they want the best for us, but they just have no idea. And so I think it's really, really important to only listen to the people who have done the thing that you want to be doing, because everybody else is guessing. I mean, it might be an educated guess. It might be a good guess, but they're still just guessing if they haven't done it before. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be having conversations with people that are like maybe your mom, and your mom's never done what you want to do, but you want to chat with her about it. Like, that's okay. Just be aware that these people are, especially if they're not a business owner, if they've never done it, then they don't really know. And it's really tough to know what it's like to own a business until you do it. And I was on the other side of that fence before I owned a business. I was like, I probably know. Like, I can do it. That's no problem. It's probably not even that hard. I was wrong. It's very hard. I had no idea before I actually did it. And I have business education, but I still had no idea, because until you do it, there's a lot of little details that you just can't know. So I know that this is a thing that we want to do. We want to talk to other people, and we want to get lots of input, because we think, I don't necessarily have the answer to this problem, so I'm going to look external to myself. I'm going to look to other people to hopefully come up with the solution to this problem. And that's, a lot of times just not true, that usually you do know the answer to the problem. I mean, if it's a technical issue, like when do I need to file an HST return or something, like, you can Google that. But if it's not Googleable, then it definitely comes from your own brain. You can answer that question. Sometimes it's difficult to know what our brain is trying to tell us. Sometimes we have a lot of other things just swirling around in there, and so it's hard to answer that question for ourselves, whatever that is. But if it's not Googleable, we really can't answer these questions for ourselves. So go out and like talk to people, but just sort of keep your guard up. Maybe that's not the right way to say it. Take it with a grain of salt. Unless they've done exactly what you're trying to do, they're just guessing. I would love to know I'm going to ask you for something that goes exactly against what I just said, but I'd love to know the best business advice that you ever got, because I love reading those and just seeing how maybe it applies, maybe it doesn't. It's one of those things that, like, you just take what works for you and ignore the rest. I think that's just generally a good philosophy in life. I mean, definitely in business, but in life. Take what works for you and get rid of the rest. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you tomorrow.